we're gonna do about an hour and a half, if that's okay with everybody. It's 10:13 now. Is that good? And there'll be brunch here afterwards, so we can all take part in that. So we're just gonna start with a breath work, a pranayama technique called Kapalbhati. So some of you have done this before, so feel free, if you are familiar with it, to follow your own breath and be your own guide. So Kapalbhati involves 2 locks or bandhas. One is the throat lock, Jalandhara bandha. You lock your throat by simply drawing your chin back. So you can take a finger and push your chin back until your ear is more in line with your shoulder to just feel that slight restriction in the back of your throat. So that is that lock. And notice how when you have your Jalandhara bandha, it's a little bit restricted in the back of your throat, the breathing. So we're going to actually hold that so you won't feel the breath coming through, but throughout your practice today, if you want to engage Jalandhara bandha and just feel what is also known as Ujjayi breathing, it's a slight restriction in the back of the throat to slow down your breath and to really feel each part of your breath in your throat. The other bandha is Mula bandha. Mula bandha is your root lock. So it's at the base of your spine, you have a muscle called your perineum. So if your pubic bone and your tailbone and your 2 sits bones formed a diamond, your perineum is right in the center. So it's the muscle that you would engage to stop yourself from urinating. It's also known as a kegel for women who are practicing for childbirth. So take an exhale, so take an inhale, and then as you exhale, see if you can engage that muscle just sitting here. So it's actually going to instigate a contraction of your abdomen and your navel as well, because it all comes directly up from the root. So see if you can squeeze off that muscle, close it. It's not really visible to the naked eye. I won't be able to see if you're doing it. Just get comfortable for yourself on your exhale, engaging your root. So it's like, okay, I have to go to the bathroom. Let me close it off on my exhale. And that root lock is also involved in one of the biggest parts of Kapalbhati. So it goes like this. You'll inhale and reach your arms up, and then exhale, bring them to a goalpost. You create soft fists with your fists, and thumbs point up. With every exhale, you'll engage Mula bandha and draw your navel back and up into your upper rib cage. So it looks like this, and they're short, sharp exhales, so it's 1 second exhale. So I close my mouth, seal my lips, breathe only through the nostrils. Close your eyes also and begin to tune in to your breath. With every exhale, drawing your navel back and up. So slow it down, Jesse, to only 1 second per breath. So this is exhale, 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 exhale. Nice. There you go. Yes, Jesse, that's it. Draw it back as you exhale. Envision the breath cycling up from the base of your spine, up through your abdomen, through your ribs, through your chest, up into your throat, and up into your third eye from the crown of your head. Traditionally, we do 33 of these exhales. For this first round, we'll just go through it. For the next 2, you'll count for yourself 33 exhales. When you've come to 33, inhale and reach your arms up and overhead and interlace your thumbs. Reach your fists for the sky so that your shoulders are up by your ears. It's okay if your shoulders are lifted up. Stretch your spine nice and long. Breathe in all of the air that you can, and then hold your breath at the top of your inhale. Here's where you engage Jalandhara bandha, your throat lock. While your breath is still held, draw your chin back. Nice problem. Envision the breath traveling down the back of your spine from the crown of your head, down past your neck, past your shoulders, the back of your ribs, your low spine, down to your tailbone. You're holding your breath here only as long as you can without straight, and once you need to release, first release both of the bandhas, Release your thumbs and take one long exhale, having your thumbs trace an arc of white light around your body until they land comfortably on your lap. And then allow for the inhale and the exhale to flow naturally, normally again. Notice the sensations that come up for you, whether they're thoughts or physical sensations. Feel the difference between the holding of the bandhas and now just breathing naturally. We'll do 2 more rounds. Inhale your arms up, exhale to goalpost, soft fists, thumbs point up. Begin Kapalabhati. Seal your lips. Exhale as you draw your navel back and up into your ribs. Feel the breath coming up from the base of your spine, almost like it's lifting you up off of the mat. Beautiful. This is a forceful breath, so you have permission to really force the breath up from your abdomen, from the base of your spine, up through your chest, through your throat, through your nostrils. Beautiful. We're going for 33. If you haven't counted, don't worry. I'll keep count for you. And then inhale, reach your arms up, interlace your thumbs and reach your fists for the sky, stretch your spine long. Engage Mula Bandha, your root lock. Engage Jalandhara Bandha, your throat lock, tuck your chin back, and hold here as long as you can. Feeling the length of your spine and the pranic energy traveling down the back of your spine from the top of your head. Hold as long as you can. Don't worry if it's longer or shorter than anyone else. This is your practice and we will wait for you. When you need to release, first release both of the bandhas and your thumbs, and then see if you can match the length of your breath with the movement of your hands as they fall to your knees. Taking one long, deep, and slow exhale. When you're at rest, allow the inhale and exhale once more. And observe. This practice or pranayama is beautiful for coming to connection with yourself and your breath. For observing the length of your inhale and exhale. And seeing what's present for you today, what comes up. We'll do one final round. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, goalpost. Thumbs point up, light fists. Seal your lips. Begin Kapalabhati. Short, sharp exhales through your nostrils. With every exhale, you draw your navel back and up. So it's like a pump in your low belly, drawing back and out your nostrils. Feel what the breath feels like in your throat, coming through your nostrils, and force it. Push the breath, like as if you were pushing on your belly. That's what sends the breath out your nostrils. You have a lot of power in your breath and in the root of your spine. It's the very foundation of you. The center of your central nervous system. Inhale and reach your arms up and interlace your thumbs. Engage Mula Bandha, your root lock, and Jalandhara Bandha, your throat lock. Hold your breath as long as you can without strain. See if you can find some ease in the holding of the breath, and recognize as soon as you need to release, first release both of the bandhas, and then envision an arc of white light around your body that you are creating with your thumbs until your palms come to rest on your lap. Allow the breath to flow naturally, slowly, and begin to tune into the length of your inhale and the length of your exhale. Allow them to be easy and come to the full expression. You can keep your eyes closed and place one hand on your low abdomen, so your thumb is where your belly button is. So you're really holding on to your gut. Place the other hand so that your fingertips are touching your collarbones. It can be on the same side of your body as your arm, so it's an easier reach. Yeah, right around your chest, your heart. Inhale and fill up your belly with breath so that your belly pushes into your low palm. And then exhale and draw your abdomen back, pulling it away from your low palm, so it's like concave. Inhale and fill up your palm. Let your ribs expand up and out. And then exhale, draw your belly away from your palm and wrap your ribs in and down. Beautiful. Inhale, fill up your belly. Expand your ribs up and out and let your chest rise with the breath. Nice. Exhale and draw your abdomen back. Wrap your ribs in and down and let your chest sink down towards the ground. Inhale and fill up, belly, ribs, chest. Feel the breath come up into your throat and exhale, belly contracts, ribs contract in, chest falls, throat sinks. Inhale, fill up, belly, ribs, chest, throat, third eye, crown of head. Exhale, abdomen draws back, ribs wrap in and down, chest sinks, shoulders fall, head is light. Continue this breath, breathing, inhaling from the base of your spine up to the crown of your head, and exhaling in the same direction from the base of your spine to the crown of your head. This is called a Agni Raj breath, so continue breathing, filling up with each inhale, and contracting and exhaling all of the breath out with every exhale. If you can maintain this full natural breath the entire class, you will have done yourself a great service. I'll be reminding you throughout the class to come back to Agni Raj breath when things get a little bit challenging. The purpose of yoga is uniting your body with your breath and coordination, so that will be our focus today. You can slowly flutter your eyes open and come back to this space and still consciously breathe full Agni Raj breaths. Then shift your weight forward, roll over your shins, and come to Balasana or Child's Pose. Bring your knees so that they're directly underneath of your hips or your ribs, and sink your hips back over your heels. Let your forehead fall. If it comes to rest on the floor, fine. If not, it can just hang. Lift your elbows, lift your wrists, lift your palms so that you're tented up on your fingertips. Beautiful. Inhale and fill up your belly with breath so that it presses into your thighs. On your exhale, draw your navel back towards your low spine. Maybe you can sink a little bit further down. Inhale, fill up. Let your belly expand down, out. Let your ribs fill up with breath. And then exhale and draw everything back towards your hips, towards your heels. Contract your navel. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, contract. Use the space between your belly and your thighs as the gauge for how full you are breathing. Are you filling up so that your belly comes in contact with your thighs? And exhaling out so you can draw your navel away from your thighs. Beautiful. On your next inhale, press your palms into the floor and lift your hips up to rise into tabletop position. So palms are directly underneath of your shoulders, knees are directly underneath of your hips. And then gaze up, let your belly fall, let your hips rise in cow. Then round your spine, tuck your hips down, let your head fall, and press yourself back to Balasana, or Child's Pose. Inhale and fill up through tabletop. Gaze up, hips up, cow. Exhale, curve your spine, send your hips back over your heels in Balasana. Rolling cows, rolling Balasana. Follow your own breath and keep rolling through. Inhaling, gaze up, let your belly fall. Really stick your tail up into the sky, and then exhale and round down. Nice. Follow your own breath. Inhale, cow. Exhale, round down. Balasana. Inhale, cow. Exhale, Balasana. Do one more. Again, following your own breath. So bring the Agni Raj breathing into this. Come to the full extent of your inhale and the full extent of your exhale. On your next inhale, come back to tabletop position and create a neutral spine. So you're not arching your back and you're not rounding it. You're right in the middle. So if I were to stick a bowl of soup on your low back, it would balance. So you draw your abdomen back just a little bit. Nice. Draw it back a little more. There's your flat back. Yeah. Nice. Now keeping that length in your low spine, take a deep inhale and then exhale, tuck your toes under and press through your palms to send your hips back to downward facing dog. Your knees can remain bent. Bend, bend, bend those knees. Bend, bend, bend those knees. I'm going to tickle you. Bend those knees. There you go. Nice. Bend your knees so deeply and then stick your tail up into the sky like you were wagging your tail. Yeah, keep your hands where they are. Beautiful. Bend those knees a little bit more. Feel that length down your spine. Beautiful down dogs. Now gaze forward. You're going to inhale, roll forward to plank. So you keep your legs nice and straight. And then you exhale, lower all the way down to the floor in one piece. Tuck your toes under, reach your palms back towards your feet, and lift your chest, lift your legs off of the mat. Exhale, press your palms down, tuck your toes under. Inhale, press back up to high plank, and exhale to downward facing dog. We're going to do 3 rounds of this same movement. Keep those hips high. You can walk your feet a little bit more forward. There you go. And your feet are directly underneath of your hips. Yeah, beautiful. Now keep those shoulders and hips back. Yes. So your weight should be evenly distributed between your hands and your feet. So if you're too forward, it's going to take a lot on your shoulders. So keep those hips shooting back, 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 back behind you, and your heels reaching for the floor, but they do not have to touch. Inhale, roll forward to high plank, legs straight. Nice. Exhale, lower down in one piece to the floor. Reach your fingertips back behind you, and then inhale, lift your chest and your legs. Exhale, plant your hands down. Inhale, press up to high plank. Nice. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll do one more round. Inhale, roll forward to high plank. Stay here. Hold. Keep those hips high. Nice. Use your core. Beautiful. And then on your exhale, hug your elbows in towards your ribs and lower yourself down in one piece. Inhale, reach your hands back by your sides. Lift your chest, lift your feet. And then exhale, lower your palms underneath of your shoulders. And then inhale, see if you can tuck your toes under and press up in one piece. So your hips don't stay on the floor, but they stay high as you press up. Press up, up, up. Nice. Inhale to high plank and then exhale back to downward facing dog. Gorgeous. Inhale, lift your right leg high, straight back behind you. Engage your glute. Nice adjustments, guys. Point that toe back behind you and square your right hip off so it's more towards the ground than crossing over the midline of your body. Your leg doesn't have to be high, it just has to be straight. Engage that glute. Exhale, step your right foot through between your palms, low lunge. Inhale and sweep your arms out in front of you, elbows by your ears. Exhale, sweep them back behind you. So your torso is like on an angle with your back leg. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Nice. Lift up the back heel. Right. And press into those toes. Give yourself a little bit more length. Lift that heel up. Yeah. Beautiful. Keep going. Keep breathing. Lift your head up a little bit so that your neck's in line with your spine. Nice. Can you lift that heel a little bit more? Beautiful. Same thing, Robin. Straighten that back leg. Yeah. Your front knee should be over your front ankle. Beautiful. One more breath. And then inhale and sweep your torso all the way up to stand high crescent lunge. 3 breaths here. Stay high on the toes of the back foot. Maybe you can bend a little further in that front knee over the front ankle, directly in line with the front toes. Beautiful. Extend your spine nice and long, and your side body is really nice. Use your core to find your balance. Excellent. And then exhale, lower your palms down and heel toe your right foot out to the outside edge of your mat. Keep your back leg straight and hold here in lizard pose. We're just opening up this right hip and getting some stability and strength built up in the left leg. If you feel like you're too far forward, you can hop that left leg back a little bit further. So there should be a lot of space between your feet. Come back to your Agni Raj breath. So breathe fully and deeply. We're going to be here for about 6 more breaths. So see if when you're breathing, can you count how many seconds each breath takes. Every exhale, maybe sink your hips a little bit lower towards the ground. And for the final 3 breaths, the option, you can stay here, or you can try to bring your elbows down to the floor. If not, stay up, or bend your elbows back towards your ribs if you'd like to try to slowly come down a little bit lower. Really nice. Come back up to full lizard pose, and then send your right leg back to high plank. Inhale, hold, and then exhale, press back to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg high. 3 breaths here. Point your toe. Other leg. Nice. And then lift your left hip a little bit higher than you think you should. Yeah, keep that back leg straight. These look beautiful, you guys. Take a deep inhale, point your toe, extend your leg, and then step your left foot forward between your palms, low lunge. If you need to adjust here, send that back leg back a little bit further. Walk the front leg forward a little bit. You want your knee to be over your ankle, and you want to be high on the back heel, on the ball of your foot. Then inhale and sweep your arms out in front of you, and then exhale, sweep them back. Inhale forward, exhale back. Beautiful balance. Lift those heels a little bit higher on the back leg, everybody. Straighten that back leg. Nice. Connect with your full Agni Raj breath. Maybe with your torso a little bit more forward. Lift that heel. Nice, nice, nice. Engaging that quad and the calf. Beautiful. Inhale, reach. Exhale back. Inhale. Last one. Inhale, lift all the way up to crescent lunge. Keep that back leg strong, nice. It's all right if it's shaking, it's working. You can also hop your feet a little bit closer to take a little bit of pressure off that back leg. Yeah, nice. And then exhale, plant your palms down. Keep the back leg straight in the lizard pose. Take about 9 breaths here, just opening up that left hip. So the more you can allow your hips to sink down towards the mat is what we're going for. Keep the back heel lifted to get an additional stretch in the toes. Come back to your breath. We're here for a little bit. So begin counting full Agni Raj breaths. How many breaths did you take on this side? You need to be the observer of your body, your breath. You can lower down to your elbows, or if that's too much, just bend your elbows a little bit to get your chest a little bit closer to the floor. Nice. And then come back. Plant your palms on the floor. Exhale, send your left leg back to high plank. Take a deep inhale and find the length in your spine, and then exhale back to downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward, lift your heels, bend your knees, and yogi's choice, either walk or hop to forward fold, feet between your palms. Let your torso hang. Bend your knees and separate your feet so that they're 2 fist distance apart, or hips width distance. Bend your knees so that you release the tension in your low back. You can sway from side to side. You can grab onto alternate elbows and reach your elbows down towards the floor. Nice. Connect with your breath. Really feel your breath in your body. Still with that full Agni Raj breath. So when your belly is restricted, you can feel the pressure of your belly filling up with breath, really fighting to breathe. Beautiful. Let your head hang. Shake it yes and no so that it's loose. And then inhale, halfway lift. Straighten your legs all the way and press your palms into your shins or lightly into your knees. Draw your shoulder blades back and reach the crown of your head forward. So there's a straight line in your spine from your hips to the crown of your head. Really nice. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees. If anyone has low back problems, bending your knees and forward fold is actually advised by Patanjali, one of the grandfathers of yoga, and BKS Iyengar. Inhale and look forward. Sweep your arms out in front of you as you sink your hips back towards your heels to come up through chair pose. And then inhale and straighten your legs, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center, Samastiti. Take a moment and just observe this for a minute. We're going to do a breath work called Agni Sara. So you're going to inhale and reach your arms up, and then exhale, forward fold. Place your palms on the inside of your thighs. Then you're going to inhale and do the cow with your back. So sticking your tail out, letting your belly be loose. And then you'll exhale all of the breath out as you round in cat spine. Then you hold your breath here. With your breath held, you then find the length or the straightness in your spine and Jalandhara Bandha with your neck. You engage Mula Bandha and you hold here. With your breath held, you let your belly be loose and suction your belly back up into your low spine so that your ribs protrude a little bit. I can't do it while I'm talking, so just watch for a second. So you'll inhale, cow, exhale, cat, and then hold. When you need to inhale, release the bandhas of your throat and Mula Bandha, and just let the breath flow. This is a big cycling of energy. If you don't get the breath and the suction right away, don't worry about it. Just try it. We'll do 3 rounds, okay? Inhale and lift your arms up. Exhale, come forward. Place your fingertips inside of your thighs. Inhale, arch your spine like in cow. Gaze up. Take in a lot of breath. Let your belly fall. And then exhale, round your spine and breathe all of the breath out like cat. Hold your breath when it's all the way out. So while you're holding your breath, then extend your spine nice and long, like you're sitting back in chair pose. So lift your head, lift your torso, so a straight line from your hips to the crown of your head. Tuck your chin, Jalandhara Bandha, and then use that breath to suction your belly back and let your ribs protrude out. If you want to flutter your belly, you can do that as well, pumping the breath. And when you can't hold your breath any longer, release the 2 bandhas, the throat and the root, and just let your belly hang. Breathe naturally. You can stand up if you need a break. You can just stand in Tadasana or mountain pose. Legs are straight and fingertips reaching for the floor, and we'll do 2 more rounds. So everybody meet back in Tadasana, mountain. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Place your fingertips inside of your thighs. Bring both of your toes to their face. Yeah, beautiful. Inhale, cow. Arch your spine. Look up. Stick your tail out. Exhale, round your spine and let all the breath out. And hold your breath at the bottom. So your breath is out. Then lengthen your spine like you're sitting back in chair pose. Nice. Pick your head up. Draw your shoulder blades back. Sink your hips down a little bit more. Draw that abdomen up a little bit more. Just the abdomen, not your torso. Wrap your ribs down. Keep your breath held for as long as you can without strain, with the throat lock and the root lock. And when you need to release, inhale. Slowly, fully. Nice. We'll do 1 more all together. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fingers inside the legs. Inhale, arch your spine. Exhale, round all the breath out and hold your breath. With your breath held, lengthen your spine. Pick your head up, draw your shoulder blades back. Tuck your tail under a little bit. Draw your abdomen back. Keep holding. You would lengthen your spine, so tuck your throat. Yep. Nice. Reach the crown of your head out on that angle. It's a little hot in here. Tuck your chin down a little bit. Yep, and gaze forward. So you want to build that. And then inhale again. And rise up to Tadasana. Keep your eyes closed and just feel the sensations that come up for you. When doing deep breath work, we are cycling through a lot. Pumping energy up from our root to the crown of our head. So if you feel lightheaded at any time, just take a moment and come back to your breath. Open your eyes and inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold, using your pelvis and abdominal contraction to ground you down. Inhale, halfway lift, find length in your spine. Then exhale, plant your fingertips down, send your right leg back as far as it can go and lower down your right knee, untuck your toes. Inhale and first sweep your arms out, elbows by your ears, and then rotate your torso up, Anjaneyasana. 3 breaths here. Nice. Feel a length in your side bodies. Draw your abdomen back. Take 1 more deep inhale, and then on your exhale, resist the temptation to tuck your toes under and try to press off the top of your right foot to come to forward fold. Interlace your fingers behind your back and reach your fists towards the crown of your head. 3 breaths here. Inhale and do the interlacing. Sweep your arms out in front of you, elbows by your ears first. Beautiful. And then rise up through chair pose to Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands to heart center. Other side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Keep your spine nice and long as you lower down. Beautiful. Inhale, halfway lift. Find length in your spine. Exhale, plant your fingertips and your left leg back, low lunge. Untuck your toes and lower your left knee. Inhale and first sweep your arms out in front of you like an extension of your spine, and then have your torso and your arms come up together. 3 breaths here. Draw your outer left hip back because it wants to come forward, opening up that front hip flexor muscle. Beautiful. One more deep inhale, and then on your exhale, just like on the other side, press off the top of your foot, interlace your fingers behind your back the opposite way, or the way that your fingers feel uncomfortable. Nice. 3 breaths here. Check that your feet are hips width distance apart, that your knees are bent slightly to give your sacrum a little room to breathe. Undo the interlacing of your fingers and sweep your arms out in front of you. Sink your hips back, bend your knees, and rise up through chair pose, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Samastiti. We'll try that twice more, once on each side, 2 times. But this time follow your own breath. Every movement is 1 breath. So I'll cue inhale, exhale. Instead of holding, we're just going to move through it. This is like a sun salutation with Anjaneyasana. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, forward fold, hinge at your hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low lunge, right leg all the way back. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Sweep your arms up. Exhale, press off the top of your right foot to come to forward fold. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Inhale, sweep your arms out in front of you and rise through chair pose to Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Samastiti. Find your breath. Other side. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, left leg back, low lunge. Lower your knee. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, forward fold. Interlace your fingers behind your back the other way. Inhale, rise through chair. Beautiful, you guys. Exhale, Samastiti. Last one. 1 more each side. Inhale, reach up. Engage your core. Exhale, forward fold, keeping your spine nice and long. Inhale, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, low lunge, right side. Lower your right knee. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Anjaneyasana. Exhale, press off the toe, forward fold. Interlace your fingers. Inhale, rise. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Samastiti. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, left leg back, low lunge. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, press with the foot, with your core. And inhale, rise. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Samastiti. Notice the sensations in your body. Notice what feels open, what was challenging. Come back to your breath. Inhale, reach. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your fingertips, send your right leg back. This time stay high on the right toes. Lift the right heel. Find the distance between your legs that works for you so that your front knee is over your front ankle and your back heel is lifted as high as it can, back leg straight. Beautiful. Inhale, sweep your arms out, elbows by your ears, and then rotate your torso up, high crescent. Exhale, rotate your right heel down, warrior 2. Inhale, straighten your front knee and bring your palms together, gaze up. Exhale, warrior two, bend your front knee. Nice. Inhale, bring your palms together. Let this heel come down to the ground. Yep. And return hips this way. Yeah, there you go. Keep going with your breath. So inhaling, palms together, straight front knee, and then exhale, bend into warrior two. Nice. Watch your abdomen. Is it sticking out? Or can you draw it back and wrap your ribs down? Nice correction, Robin. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reach up. And then this time, swing your arms down and wrap your right arm underneath of your left to come up into eagle arms. Nice. Reach your elbows up towards the sky, fingertips up, and feel the stretch in your shoulder blades. Watch that when your ribs flare out, that you can tuck them down and draw your abdomen back. So send your tailbone down. Yep. Keep pulling that abdomen up. It's hard because you want your elbows to keep going. Keep pulling that up and bend in that front knee. Yeah. So warrior two legs. Use that front bent knee as your foundation. Nice. Can you switch this direction? Yeah. And then have your chest come back. Yes, beautiful. Squeeze those sits bones together. Nice job, nice job. Keep reaching your elbows up towards the sky. And then on your next exhale, release and open to warrior two again. Cartwheel your hands down. Low lunge and exhale, step your left leg back to downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, step the right leg between your palms, low lunge. Inhale, sweep your arms up to high crescent. And exhale, step your left foot forward. Interlace your fingers behind your back, forward fold. Inhale, rise up to Urdhva Hastasana through chair. Beautiful. Exhale, Samasthiti. Other side. Inhale, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, find length. Exhale, fingertips down, send the left leg way back. Check that your front knee is over your front ankle. If you have to shift your foot back a little bit or forward, do so now. Lift that back heel so the back leg is super straight. And then inhale, sweep your arms out and up, high crescent. Gorgeous. Then let your left heel float down to the floor. And you can also walk your back toes a little bit towards the front of your mat. So it's on a bit more of an angle to give your hip a little bit of space. Warrior two, reaching both arms out in either direction. Nice. Keep that knee tracking over the front toes. Press into my hand here. Yeah, there you go. Nice. Inhale and straighten the front knee. Reach up, look up. Exhale, bend the front knee, warrior two. Inhale, palms together. Exhale, bend your knee. Nice. Keep your core engaged. Your sits bones reaching for the ground below you. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend. Couple more. Link with your breath. Come back to your Agni Raj breathing. Inhale, reach up, and then exhale, sweep your left arm underneath of your right this time, so the opposite way. And reach your, more about your elbows than your fingers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like this?
You can keep the back of your palms together if you'd like. Yeah, beautiful. And reach your elbows up for the sky. Check that your knee isn't buckling in. Keep it over your toes and pressing to the outside edge of your pinky toe. Press into my hand here. Nice. So when your elbows come up, your ribs want to flare out and open. See if you can draw them in. Draw your abdomen up and back. Nice. As you keep lifting your elbows up. Feel the space you're creating between your shoulder blades. Really beautiful. Press into my hand here on this side. Yeah. Nice. Really nice. Keep bending a little bit more in that front knee. Keep finding your breath. reaching up, feeling that juicy stretch in your shoulders, your upper back. Oh, love this one. And then exhale, undo the interlacing, come back to warrior two, and cartwheel your hands down to high plank. Send your right leg back. Inhale and exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg high, straight back behind you. Exhale, step it through between your palms, low lunge. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up, rise up to high crescent. And exhale, open to warrior two. Lower your back heel. Inhale and reach forward. As far forward as you can go and let your left hip come back in space. Keep your front leg straight. And then as far forward and down towards the floor as you can get while keeping your spine nice and long, just switch your hands. So your right hand comes down to the inside of your right thigh and your left arm reaches up, palm facing up. Beautiful. Envision you have a string attached to your hand and it's lifting you up a little bit to create a little more space in your side body. Straighten this front leg. Trikonasana. There you go. So reaching your spine nice and long. Yeah, supporting yourself with your oblique instead of your leg. Beautiful. Draw your abdomen back. Straighten that front knee, Toma. Straighten. There you go. Trikonasana is triangle pose. You're creating a triangle with your legs. It's kind of an obtuse triangle with your arms. And then inhale, rise back up to warrior two. Sweep your left arm down by your side and lift your left heel up to come back to crescent. And then rotate your torso to the right and place your left palm down by the inside of your right foot and hop your left foot forward a little bit so both of your legs can be straight. Revolved pyramid pose. Nice. Your feet can be as close together, heel and toe, as you need to, but make sure you have a little bit of distance so that your feet are parallel for your stance. Yeah, widen them. Good. Can you bring these toes a little bit more forward? Yeah. They can come closer together, no problem. And then reach out as far as you can in front of you with your left hand, and then reach down. Nice. You can also hop this foot a little bit more forward. Yeah. Beautiful. You too, Toma. You can hop that foot a little bit more forward. Put the heel down comfortably. Nice. And try to straighten this front leg. So they can come even closer. Yeah. Of course it is.
And you say comfortably.
Yeah. But look how close my feet are together. To keep that leg straight, I need them to be, right? It's a very good point. So actively drawing your outer left rib back towards your outer right hip. It's not comfortable. Why would I do that?
Oh my god.
Sun getting a little much, guys? We will have a roof soon. All right. We'll come back to, first come into pyramid pose with your legs. So your right foot is forward and your left leg is back. Nice. Feet are parallel. There's enough distance between them so you're not like on a tight rope or slack line. Inhale, lift your arms out to the sides and rotate your torso to the right. Reach your left arm forward as far as you can go and then lower it down. So your fingertips can be touching the floor on the inside of your right foot. And then open your right arm up to the side. Just take 3 breaths. We've already been here. Contract your core and draw your left rib towards your right hip. Nice. Inhale, rise back up to center. And then we'll just switch our legs. So left foot forward, right leg back. Rotate your torso to the left. Check that both of your toes first are pointing forward, that they're both straight and you're comfortable, right? There you go. And that there's enough space in between them so you're not on a tightrope, right? Your hips width distance apart. Good. Then rotate your torso to the left. And then reach out with your right hand, so you're going forward first. And then just like in Trikonasana, lower your fingertips to the inside of your left foot and reach that left arm up towards the sky, palms facing your left side. Draw your right rib back towards your outer left hip. So you're twisting, trying to revolve over towards the left with every exhale. With every inhale, it's kind of like a mini half lift. You're lengthening through your spine, and with every exhale, twisting back a little bit. If your back knee is bending and twisting back, come out of the twist a little bit. So don't twist so much so that you can straighten this leg. Yeah, nice. Nice job, Robin. And then come out of it the same way. Lift up, and then rotate your torso back to center. Step your right foot forward. Exhale, Samastiti. Inhale, sweep your arms up, gaze up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your fingertips and send your left leg back. Low lunge. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up and rise to crescent. Then exhale, open to warrior two. Crap, I think this is the side we already did Trikonasana. Yeah.
You changed the side.
Step forward.
No problem.
Step your right leg back instead. Open to warrior two, right leg back. And then straighten your front knee. And then reach forward with your left fingers. So straighten that front knee first. Yep, engage your left quad. So engage this muscle to keep that straight. Nice. First, reach forward, 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 forward. Send your right hip back. And then switch your arms. So lower your left palm to the inside of your left shin or thigh. Keep this knee straight. Yep, beautiful. And find some length in your spine. Draw your abdomen back. Really nice. Find some length here by using this oblique muscle. Beautiful, Robin. Use your right arm as if you had a string on and it's pulling you up. Beautiful. See if your left shoulder is on the inside of your knee and then draw it back over your left leg. So all the joints and bones are stacked on top of each other. Really nice. See how light you can be on that left hand. Nice. And then inhale, rise back to warrior two, bend in your front knee. Sweep your right arm down and lift your right heel up. And then step forward. Samastiti. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms down and hop your feet back to downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Bend your elbows in by your sides. Come halfway down. Flip your right toes under and press your torso up. Flip your left toes under, upward facing dog. Exhale, pike your hips up, roll over your toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your heels, bend your knees, gaze forward, and step or hop to forward fold. Inhale, sweep your arms out and rise up. Exhale, hands to heart center, Samastiti. Shift your weight into your left foot and find your balance. See if you can feel every part of your feet. So your toes, the sides, the heel, maybe the middle of the foot. And then lift your right leg up. Switch your feet. Yeah, there you go. Just so we're all on the same one. And then hug your knee into your chest. And notice if by hugging your knee into your chest, you come forward a little bit. Or if you're leaning back too far. You want to stay nice and straight, lifting with your core to lift your knee a little higher. Nice. And then take your right hand on the outside of your right knee and open it up to the side. Good balance, yeah. Use all your muscles, I love it. Find your breath in your core, and that'll help you stay balanced. If it helps you to find a drishti or a focal point, I always advise you to look in your core, but you can look in front of you on the floor somewhere. Nice. And then reach your right fingertips down for your right toes, and slowly extend your leg out to the side. Watch here, if you try to straighten and you start leaning, and just keep your knee bent. Whoa! I'm glad there's a bar there. I would have fallen off the patio.
Oh, yoga. You fail, you
Death
die.
by yoga.
Next one.
Oh, now you bring me out of my bed. For me, it's exactly the same hard.
Oh, you got the wall there. Cheater. All right, keep holding, keep your balance. Switch. Take your left arm to the outside of your right pinky toe. Open your right arm back behind you and extend your foot straight out in front of you. It doesn't have to come all the way straight. If you find yourself coming forward, then bend your knee a little bit more and come back to center. Yeah! Awesome! Keep breathing. Find a focus. Find where in your body you have a muscle that you're not using. Nice, Robin. Find your focus. Beautiful. See if you can Agni Raj breathe here, right? When things are most challenging, can you still come back to your breath? Doesn't matter where your body is, if you're falling off, just breathe. Then lower your leg down. Shake it out. We'll try the other side. Shift your weight into your right foot this time. And feel around with your foot. Okay, can I grip the floor with my toes? Do I feel my heel, the inside edge, the outside edge? Where is my center? And then when you have your center, lift your left knee up. Interlace your fingers and grab your knee and hug it into your chest. And then again, notice, is grabbing my knee bringing me forward, or am I leaning back too far? Sit up nice and tall with your spine. Play with flexing or pointing your toe. Which one creates a better lift and length for you? Nice. And notice if your hip is hiking up, you need to draw it down a little bit so that your hips are square. Beautiful. And with your left hand, pull your left knee out to the side and extend your right arm out. Mind's eye is in the pelvis. Your balance is in your core. Beautiful. Then slide your left fingertips down for yogi toe lock on your big toe and extend the leg only as much as you can without crunching yourself forward or over to the side. Try to stay nice and tall, even if that means you're still bending that knee. It's okay. Wherever you are is fine. Find the place where you can breathe fully. If you need to come down, collect yourself for a minute, perfectly fine. Then take your right hand, wrap it around the outside of your left pinky toe edge of your foot, reach your left arm back behind you, and extend your left leg forward. It doesn't have to come straight. It could stay totally bent, knee almost into your armpit. If that's where you are, that's fine. Notice where your weight is shifting on your feet. Are you holding your core in? Are you hunching over? Can you open your chest up and expand? Wherever you are, hold for 3 breaths. So if that means you're in Tadasana, you're in Tadasana. That's fine. Collect your breath. If you need a balance challenge, even in Tadasana, close your eyes. Beautiful. Now shift your weight into your left foot again and bring your right leg so that your right ankle is crossed over your left knee. Inhale and reach your arms up. Flex your left foot to your right foot and sink your hips back down like you're coming into chair pose. Figure 4. Reach your arms out in front of you and continue sinking back. When you've come down as far as you can by bending your knee, you can let your torso come forward and reach your fingertips for the floor, really opening up that right hip. Keep reaching, keep sinking down. Keep your foot flexed and keep your spine nice and straight and extending. Really, really nice. 3 more breaths. Keep breathing. If you need to come out of it, you can stand up and shake that leg out. But I just want to show you where we're going with this. Ultimately, we're trying to get our palms down on the floor. So if you can bend that knee so deeply, hook your elbows into your shin and your ankle and get your palms to touch. But we'll do that another day. If you're there, you can shift forward and hop your right foot back a little bit and then play with lifting your right foot up. It's a lot of core work and super chaturanga arms. And if you don't have long pants on, it'll get really slippery. Nice, Robin.
Use only your towel. Where's your big?
Nice, Thomas. And then you guys can kick that left leg all the way back and come through a chaturanga. The down dog. Everybody can actually.
I keep the other things, okay?
If you can't go all the way down here, then just send the left leg back. Chaturanga, bend your elbows in towards your wrists. Flip one toe under, press up to up dog. Flip the other toe under, and then exhale, pike your hips, roll over your toes to down dog. Inhale, come forward to forward fold, either walking or hopping. And rise up on your inhale. Urdhva Hastasana, upward facing hands. Feel the breeze. Nice. Shift your weight into your right foot and cross your left ankle over your right knee.
That's the one I just.
Yes,
Other side. Oh, well, whatever side you did before, switch it.
I start with this and then I use this.
Right.
Okay, now I start.
I think I forgot. I think that's the one you did last time.
Yes, but I change in the middle.
Okay. Whatever's the different one that you didn't do. And you'll feel it. You'll be more open if you come down. So sink your hips back over your heels like you're sitting down in chair pose. Really flex your lifted foot. That'll help you stay steady. And then come down as far as you can. Slowly, mindfully, and breathing, keeping your spine nice and long. Beautiful. Love this. Excellent. When you're ready, you can begin to lower your torso down and reach your fingertips for the floor. Keep your spine nice and long. And feel what's opening up here. Is it the hip? Is it the space between your shoulder blades? Is it your upper spine? Send your breath to all of the areas that feel tight or restricted. Use your Agni Raj breath to enliven your body. Keep breathing. Keep reaching. Keep bending your standing leg a little deeper. Just like we did on the other side, if you're ready, if you would like to come into the balance, then lower your palms down to the floor and hook your elbows into the top of your foot and your knee. Nice, Robin. If you're not ready, then just stay there. Your hip needs to be super open for this. Jam your toe. So everybody come back down again. And just reach your fingers as far as they can go. If you can hook your elbows into your shin, do so. If you can't, just send your lifted leg back. But if you're coming into pigeon, come into the balance, and then kick your standing leg straight back behind you to chaturanga. Yeah, nice. High plank. Exhale, bend your elbows and lower down. Flip one foot, press up to up dog. Flip the other toes. Nice. Exhale, pike your hips high. Downward facing dog. Really nice use of your core, guys. All right, step a little bit more forward. Yeah, now send your hips back. Keep your hands where they were, though. Yeah, bend your knees. Hips back, back, back. Yeah, there you go. It's tricky with these mats.
Yes.
We'll eventually get you a new one.
So steep. This one.
All right, inhale your right leg high. Straight back behind you. Exhale, bring your right knee directly behind your right wrist, coming into pigeon pose. Slide your left toes back as far as they can go, and then tuck your left toes under. Inhale and reach your arms up and squeeze both of your knees together so you're lifting yourself up off of the mat. Draw your left hip forward because it wants to open up and come back. Square the hips off. And then exhale, fold forward. Walk your fingertips out in front of you, nice and long. And let your forehead come to rest on the ground. Nice.
I cannot do this, so I'm doing it.
Yeah, so you can do figure four. So cross this ankle over your knee. Yep. And then bring your hands here and grab onto behind your thigh. Yep. Yep. And then just pull back.
Okay, pull back 2 inches.
Mm-hmm. But you want your ankle on your knee, not your knee to knee. Yeah, there you go. So then you can take this elbow and press into this knee as you're pulling here. So you're still holding here. And just bend this elbow and press into this knee. Take this away as you pull this knee back.
Okay, okay.
Good?
Yeah, I understand.
Try to let your forehead relax. Let your lower back relax. Lift your hips up a little bit. I think the rest there. Come back a little bit more. Lift your hips all the way up. Like come back to sitting up straight. I'm going to put this all the way in. There you go. Nice. Let's see if that feels any better to lay down. Mm-hmm. Good. 3 more breaths here. You guys are doing wonderful. Thank you for putting up with the bright, burning sun. Robin, especially. And slowly walk your hands back underneath of your shoulders. Tuck your left toes under. Send your right leg back to 3-legged dog. You can shake that leg out if you'd like to. Getting slippery here. And then lower down to downward dog. Inhale your left leg high, straight back behind you. And then exhale your left knee behind your left wrist. So first, come up nice and tall. Squeeze your knees together. Lift your hips off the ground. Nice. Does it hurt your knee?
Huh?
Does it
Yeah.
hurt your knee? Nice. So notice how your right hip wants to come back and open. Try to draw it towards the front to keep the hips square. Nice. And once you have your hips square, on your exhale, fold forward. Hinge at your core. Come down. Nice. Breathe. Is that on this side?
Excuse me? And do the other
Okay.
side. Yeah.
You can also play with extending this leg straight
Yes.
or lowering it if that feels good on your hamstring or if it gives you a little more pressure in your hips. Come back to your Agni Raj breath. This is a huge hip opener. This is crazy intense, and we also store a lot of emotional memory in our hips. So this is not only physically challenging, but it can be mentally and emotionally challenging as well. Use your third eye grounding down into the mat to create space and gaze inward, to allow, to accept whatever you're feeling. And if at any time it's too intense for you, walk your hands back and sit up and take a little break off of that hip. Really allow your breath to fill your entire body up. Your belly, your ribs, yes, but also into your legs, into your back of your heart, into your throat, into your arms. Breath is here to illuminate your life, to create more space, to allow you to be whatever you are. Inhale and begin to walk your palms back underneath of your shoulders. Tuck your right toes under. Press yourself back up and send your left leg high to three-legged dog. Shake the leg out. And kick, roll it around. Make circles with your knees, your wrists to your toes. And then come back to downward facing dog. Lower your knees down, lower your chin and chest, and then slide yourself forward to cobra. So you're on your belly. Place your right forearm in front of you, fingertips spread wide, and bend your left knee. Inhale, lift your left arm up and back, and reach for the inside of your left foot. Press your left foot into your left hand to open up your chest and your shoulder. Press into your right forearm to get a little bit of lift in your torso away from the floor and draw your shoulders back. And if you'd like to increase the stretch in your quad, pull your toes down towards your low back. Yogi's choice. If you'd like to stay pressing your foot into your hand to open your chest, you can, or keep pressing into your foot to stretch your quad. Then inhale, come back to center and switch. So place your left forearm in front of you. Bend your right knee and inhale, reach your right arm out in front of you and back. Grab the inside of your foot and press your foot into your palm to open up your right chest. Breathe, press into your left forearm to get a bit more lift. And then if you'd like to stretch your quad a little bit more, pull your foot down towards your low back. Get a nice stretch in there. And then exhale, release, and come all the way down to your belly. Reach both of your fingertips back towards your toes. Bend both of your knees and grab for your ankles. You can flex your feet. Exhale and lower your forehead down. On your inhale, lift your knees and your chest off the floor. Come up into bow. Nice. Keep lifting your knees up and use your breath. Lift your chest, lift your knees. Keep your knees drawing in towards the center. Even if you have to lower down a little bit, squeeze your knees in. Yeah, nice. With every inhale, lift up your knees and chest, and with every exhale, lower down. Make it dynamic. Inhale, lift up, exhale, lower. So you're lifting with your knees, not pulling your legs back. Squeeze your knees in towards the midline. Yes. Now lift your knees. Yeah, you got it. Extend your arms straight back behind you and push the tops of your feet into your palms. Beautiful, Jessie. There you go. Nice, Toma. On your next inhale, stay. There's 3 breaths. In bow. Feel on the inhale how your belly fills up and presses you away from the floor. Exhale and lower down. Nice. Extend your feet loose behind you. Place your palms underneath of your head to make a pillow to support it. And just lie here and take a few breaths. Release your feet. Release your hands in front of you. And just lie. You can turn your head to either side or have your head facing forward. There's power and magic in your breath, in the coordination of your movement with your breath. The extension of your spine, breathing into all of your chakras. Bring your palms so that they're underneath of your shoulders again. Press yourself up and sink your hips back over your heels in a short balasana, a child's pose. And then lift your hips up, cross your shins over each other, and walk your hands back so that you're seated. Legs out in front of you. Dandasana or staff pose. Place your palms back behind you with your fingertips facing back. Lengthen your spine and draw your shoulder blades back and reach the crown of your head for the sky. Feel the length in your spine. And then hug your right knee in towards your chest and cross your right knee over your left. Wrap your left elbow outside of your right knee and place your right hand back behind you. With every inhale, find length. So try not to dip into your low back, but use your core to lengthen your low spine. With every exhale, draw your left rib back towards your outer right hip. Gaze over your right shoulder. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, length. Exhale, twist. Sit up a little taller. You can make it stand closer to you. Nice. One more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. And then come back to center. Extend your right leg in front of you. Sit up nice and tall again. And then bend your left leg in towards your chest. Cross your left foot over your right knee. And loop your right elbow on the outside of your left knee. And place your left fingertips back behind you. Find length in your spine first. Really draw your abdomen in and lift with your low spine. Nice. With every inhale, breathe length into your spine. With every exhale, gaze over your left shoulder. Twist a little deeper. Try to maintain the length even in the twist. Inhale, length. Exhale, draw your outer right ribs back towards your lower left hip. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Nice. Inhale, come back to center. Extend your right leg out and place your left sole of your foot on the inner thigh of your right leg. Extend your right arm, and you can bend your elbow and just let your right arm fall wherever it may, and then inhale, lift your left arm up and reach towards your toes. Reach out and up, and then open up your chest towards the sky. Try to gaze underneath of your left armpit. Nice. Feel a stretch in your left side body. Sorry about the umbrellas. With every inhale, reach a little bit more, and with every exhale, maybe come down a little bit closer to the floor. Nice. And then inhale, come back up to center and switch your legs. So your right foot is on the inside of your left thigh. Let your left arm fall down the inside of your left leg. And inhale, sweep your left arm up. And then reach. Gaze underneath of your right armpit and up towards the sky. So you're opening up your chest. Feeling the stretch in your right side body. With every inhale, reaching up and long in your spine. With every exhale, maybe sinking down towards the floor a little bit more. Nice. Inhale, come back to center. And slowly lower down onto your back. We're going to do one more thing and then come into Shavasana. If everybody wants to come over here and lay with your head in the shade. You can put your head towards this way and slide down a little bit. Robert, can you come down here?
Well, no, that's okay.
You can stay in the sun.
Well, it's been an hour now, so I can handle the rest of the class.
You can handle it.
Yeah.
You can face this way also. So your heads can be in the shade. You good
No,
there?
that's okay. Look, we can be four there.
I mean, you're only in a straight line. For sure. Come on.
No, but come on, that's alright. I didn't ask for it.
Okay. Okay, lay down on your back. Knees bent, soles of the feet touching the floor. And on your inhale, press into your heels and lift your hips up and reach your arms up over your head. Thumbs come back to touch on the floor behind you. Exhale and release all of the breath, just like we did in Agnisara. Exhale all the breath out and then hold your breath at the top. Lift those hips, yeah. The same way that we suctioned our belly up and back into our ribs in Agnisara, do that now. Make your belly nice and loose and pull right below your ribs. Suction it back. Nice, Alina. Do it once and then try to hold it there. Yeah, nice. Let your ribs stick out. And when you need to breathe again, when you need to inhale, first lower your hands and hips down by your sides, and then inhale when you get to the bottom. Nice. You can go at your own pace. I'll just guide. So when you're ready, inhale, lift your hips and your arms up and over your head. Thumbs touching the floor behind you. With your hips lifted, exhale all the breath out. When all the breath is out, hold your breath at the bottom of your exhale. Suction your low belly back and up into your ribs so your ribs stick out a little bit. So your belly is loose. Your ribs are protruding. You're taking that held exhale and using the suction of that breath to pull back. When you need to release or inhale again, lower your hands and hips to the floor and then inhale. We'll do one last round. Inhale, lift your hands and hips. Keep your hips lifted and exhale all of the breath out. Hold your breath at the bottom of your exhale and hold there as long as you can without strain. Let your low belly be loose and draw your upper belly up into your ribs so that your ribs stick out. When you feel the need to inhale again, first lower your hands and hips to the floor and then allow for the inhale once more. Beautiful. Keep your eyes closed, extend your legs out in front of you. Extend your arms out by your sides, coming into our final resting pose, Shavasana. Feel the weight of your heels sinking down. Let your toes hang out to the sides. Notice the space between your ankles and the floor. Notice where your backs of your thighs touch down. Feel your body becoming heavy. Your hip bones sinking into the floor like they have enormous weights on them. Release the conscious thought of your breath. So let go of Agni Raj breathing and just feel the gentle rise and fall of your belly with your breath. Notice any space between your low back and the floor. Notice where the back of your ribs meets with the mat. Notice where your upper arms, your elbows, backs of your wrists, backs of your palms touch down. Notice the space between the back of your neck and the floor. Feel the base of your skull or your suboccipital nerves, where they're in connection with the floor. Do a scan of your entire body from your heels all the way up to the back of your head. Begin letting go of your physical body. The asana is done. There's no longer need for movement, coordination, breath. You have everything you need already. Notice if you're holding any tension in your jaw. Let your mouth gape open. Let your tongue slide back in your throat so that breath can flow freely wherever it wishes. Feel like the skin on your face is sliding away from your nose. Your eyelids are heavy. Gaze between your eyebrows to your third eye, your Ajna chakra. This is the place where your intuition, your inner wisdom, the truth of your existence meets energetically with Bindu or Sahasrara, the universal energy. Leave your physical body here on the mat and allow yourself to soar out into the vast expanse of the universe that lies before you. What will you find? What will you create? Just let begin to observe the sounds around you. And begin to notice the breath within you. Use your breath to awaken your body. Switch your focus from the sounds around you to the sounds inside. Maybe you can hear your own breath. Use it to awaken your body. Send the focus of your breath to make small movements, beginning with your fingers and your toes. Maybe rock your wrists and ankles from side to side. Bring your lips together. Feel around in your mouth with your tongue. Rock your head gently from side to side. Take a deep inhale and reach your arms up and over your head. Bring your feet together to touch and point your toes. Take a nice long stretch from your fingertips to your toe tips. Feel the breath in your body. Nice long spine. Notice anywhere you feel like you may have created some more space or length, some room. And on your next exhale, roll over onto your right side. Come into the fetal position, draw your knees in towards your chest, and use any part of your arms or your hands to make a pillow to support your head. A couple breaths here and reflect back on your practice today. What did you like? What did you dislike? What did you feel neutral about? Are there any milestones that you're proud of? Any opening or alignment that you achieved that feels good? Focus on the mastery of coordination and breath that you have. Acknowledge all the work that you did, the time you put in. Resisting the blazing sun, staying calm and collected in your harsh conditions. Keep your eyes closed, stay in this mode of self-reflection and observance. Keep your focus on your breath and slowly begin to press yourself up to a seated position that's comfortable for you. Use your hands to support you to come back up. Move mindfully, move slowly. Doesn't matter which way you're facing or what's underneath of you. You'll only be here for a moment. Take your right arm and wrap it around your left shoulder, and take your left arm and wrap it around your right shoulder. Tuck your chin into your elbow creases and give yourself a nice big squeeze. Rock yourself from side to side. You can even kiss your sweaty forearms. Send yourself some love. Tell yourself, I love you. I love you, I love you, I love you. Gently lift your head back to center and bring your palms to your heart. honor of all that you are, all of your thoughts, all of your movements, all of your actions, and all that you are just being. And in honor of all that there is in this entire universe, I honor each one of you. Slowly flutter your eyes open and come back to the space. Thanks for being here. If you have any questions or comments, requests, you know how to build a roof.